Hello young drummers and percussionists. My name is Mr. Martin and I'm a percussionist. I'm here to share my ideas and philosophies with you to help you become
a better player.
Today we're going to learn how to hold the stick. First, let's learn the parts of the stick so we're more acquainted with our instrument. First, we have this part right here that we're going to play with called the bead, or the head, or the tip. And then we have the neck right underneath our heads. And then we have the shoulder. That's the part that goes from skinny to a little bit bigger. And then all the way down, we have a shaft. And then we have the butt. You can only laugh at that once. This is the butt of the stick. Okay, moving on. We hold the stick in the bottom third, not the top, by the shoulder, not the middle of the shaft, but the bottom third. This way we'll have more control of the stick and the sticks can resonate better. If we play too far forward, we can deaden the stick's vibrations. We can also do that by gripping too hard. Alright, let's talk about the grip. We're going to learn matched grip. That means our hands are going to match. We have a fulcrum, which is our balance point, and what I like to call the basket, which is our back fingers. First, you want to wrap your index finger around the stick, usually with the second bend touching the wood, and with your thumb on the other side. You're not squeezing too hard. You're not pinching to make sure the stick can't breathe. Stick needs to breathe, again, because we want it to resonate and that we have control over the stick. And then we just wrap our back fingers around like so. There is a separation slightly in between our index finger and our middle finger. Make sure the stick is on the side of your hand, not down the middle of your palm, but up closer to our basket fingers, and wrap them around. The reason why we do this is so the stick is not in line with our arm, but breaks slightly to the left or to the right, so that when we drop our hands by our sides and lift them up, it's very similar, just like we're nice and relaxed. If you have some sticks with you, practice this motion with me. Oh yeah. Should feel very natural. As you can see, if it's right by us, our elbows shouldn't be too far out, because that will create tension in our backs and in our shoulders. Another thing I tell my students to help them remember to be relaxed and to put their hands in the right place is the angle of the sticks themselves. And it'll be 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So if you're familiar with shapes, you know that a square has a 90-degree angle in each corner. So your job is to make one of those corners. As you make one of those corners, you put the beads together and then you slightly turn them over ever so slowly to where they're about in line with your nose, so you can still see your beads and you can see that your angle is still intact. And then we slowly put it down toward the middle of the pad, and then we see that we have not necessarily a square anymore, but looks more like a triangle. After we have our 90-degree angles, we should be ready to go. First, we make sure our fulcrum is intact, our baskets are nice, our 90 degrees is intact, and then we're also relaxed and ready to go. Now, for the point of this video, I'm going to be sitting down. But if you're ever playing in a band, orchestra, or even percussion ensemble, 9 times out of 10, you'll be more likely to be standing up when you perform. So you might as well practice like you're going to perform and stand while you practice. All right, that's it for this episode of How to Hit Things. I hope you've learned something and you've had a little fun doing it on the way. All right, next episode, we're going to actually play things. We're going to learn 2 strokes, upstroke and downstroke. Sounds exciting. I hope to see you next episode and practice for fun. Bye-bye.